Hey everybody, I'm Benjamin, aka the Terrible Australian of Supermarcy.com, and welcome to my video review of the intense drama 99 Homes, which stars Andrew Garfield, Michael Shannon, and Laura Dern. So let's get right into it. Now, I don't think I've seen many of the. The film is co-written and directed by Ramin Bahrani. I probably pronounced his name wrong, so forgive me. Ramin Bahrani. I hope I got his name right, so forgive me if I did get it wrong. I haven't really seen many of his films, so this is kind of like I think might be my very first sort of introduction to him as a filmmaker. And I have to say, one of the key reasons is why I was really looking forward to checking out 99 Homes is because, it got a lot of really positive buzz when it played at Toronto back in 2014, I believe. And also I'm a big fan of actors of Andrew Garfield and Michael Shannon, and also Laura Dern as well. So in that regard, I was really interested to check it out. And having now seen the film now, I think it's absolutely terrific. This is a really fantastic, brilliantly written, extremely well directed, and just incredibly acted film. And one of the things that really surprised me, though, is that in a film that's kind of about real estate and real estate agents and whatnot, it is so surprisingly intense. I was actually on the edge of my seat many times during the course of the film. This isn't sort of like a thriller or anything like that by traditional means. It's just so much dramatic stuff happens to this film that you can't help but find it absolutely riveting and compelling. And I think one of the main reasons for that is the performances. Andrew Garfield is I think been a fan of his ever since him being in films like Boy A and The Social Network and Never Let Me Go. He's kind of been busy the last few years with the Spider-Man films, which I don't feel like never really got to show off his talents as an actor. But 99 Homes is pretty much a return to form to him in terms of the show how great of an actor he is. And he's just also well supported by Michael Shannon, who is phenomenal in this film. I'm a big fan of Michael Shannon, and he's always a great actor, but this is definitely up there as one of his best performances. He is fantastic as this kind of ruthless kind of real estate agent who kind of takes Andrew Garfield under his wings after, what... And one of the things I'm sorry to cut off there, but one of the compelling things is basically Andrew Garfield's like this guy who lives with his mother, who's played by Laura Dern, and his son, and they're evicted from their home, and that's such an absolutely riveting scene. And pretty much he does whatever it takes to try to get his home back, and then eventually he's taken under the wing of Michael Shannon's character. And in a way, the film kind of reminded me a lot of Wall Street, in that sort of like this young guy who's kind of taken in by this sort of charismatic and intelligent businessman, but eventually as the film goes on, he pretty much kind of loses his humanity, and is at the point where he's going to be risking everything, even the ones he's loved, for what he's doing in the film. And I just found that those type of stories I always find really compelling. And once again, this film, which has that kind of sort of structure and whatnot, it just thrilled me throughout. I just think it's a really fantastic film, and just phenomenal performances. And it's just also Ramin Bahrani, again, if I got his name wrong, forgive me. He does a great job as both writer and director of this film, and I love the fact that, because I think the film, I believe from what I remember, is actually set a few years ago. So it's not set today. It's set, I believe, back a couple of years back. I'm not exactly sure when, but this was sort of around the time of sort of the economic crisis the whole world was going through at the time after 2008, and we kind of sort of see how a lot of families were affected by that event during that time. And the film does a really good job at sort of exploring that, and as well as and how sort of real estate agents kind of sort of just pretty much took a lot of people's homes. And I mean, I'm probably messing that all up just explaining my film, but I really like that the film kind of explored that time and the themes and that it was going for, and it does a really good job at sort of exploring what was going on at the time, and it's just, the film just does a really great job doing that, and I was really impressed. But one of the things, like I say, it's such a gut-wrenching film as well, particularly towards the last half of the film, where I was just on the edge of my seat. It definitely is one of the most surprisingly intense films that I've seen so far this year. And it's, like I said, it's a movie about real estate, and I mean, who would have thought that would be intense? But yeah, but this film did a great job with that. I highly recommend 99 Homes, and also Michael Shannon deserves all the praise and all the sort of nominations he's been getting a lot sort of during Oscar season and all that. He deserves every single one. I do hope, fingers crossed, that he goes all the way to getting an Oscar nod, because he honestly deserves it. He's so fantastic in this film. And his character, Rick Carver, is definitely one of the best characters in film this year. So yeah, that's the end of my video review of 99 Homes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if I had to give this film a rating, I'm giving it 4.5 stars. It's definitely, it won't make my top 10 of the year, but it's definitely going to make the honorable mentions list for sure. So I highly recommend 99 Homes. Go out and see it if you haven't. It's just a fantastic film and worth checking out. So yep, that's it, and I'll see you guys all later. See you everyone. Bye.